Happy New Year. Thomasina Williams here of Sankofa Legacy Advisors, wishing you a very happy new year and back for day 6 of my 10-day video series, inviting you to reimagine what might be possible if you choose to engage differently with your family this year. Day 1 was December 27th, my birthday. The invitation that day, which kicked it all off, was to simply reimagine what might be possible if you choose to engage differently with your family. Day 2, the invitation was to reflect on who you might need to become in order to engage differently with your family. What characteristics or qualities might you want to bring forward? And then day 3 was an invitation to notice, where do you feel discomfort in your body as it relates to engaging with your family? Day 4's invitation was to reflect on the factual context for all those times when you feel discomfort in your body around engaging with your family, and to reflect on what patterns can you discern from those different contexts. Then day 5 was an invitation to look at the first of 4 patterns that we're focused on. Pattern 1, triangles. That was our a discussion for yesterday. Today, day 6, we're looking at the second pattern. That pattern is referred to as over and under functioning. And the behavior there is very much descriptive of the name. If someone is over functioning, doing too much, then that means that someone else is under functioning, not doing their part. Notice it's a reciprocal relationship. Now, the classic example of an over functioner is the helicopter parent, the parent who's just all over their child and does everything for the child. An example here, I was working with a multi generational family in which one of the moms decided that she would get on a plane and fly to another state to where her son had just enrolled in college. She wanted to make sure that he registered to vote before the registration deadline passed. When she got to campus, she found out from her son he had already registered to vote. He didn't need his mom to remind him of the deadline. And he certainly didn't need her to get on a plane and fly across the country. The underlying anxiety and anxiousness of the mom was what was at play there, not the capability of the young man. And that's the important thing to remember about overfunctioning. It's about what is happening for the person doing the overfunctioning. It's about their own discomfort and uneasiness. It is not about the capability of the person that they're functioning for. Classic example of an underfunctioner is the child who so-called fails to launch, the adult who just doesn't get it together. I had another case where a couple came to me because they were very concerned about their daughter. She was a bright, capable young woman living in a multi-million dollar home in a very exclusive neighborhood. Her parents described her closet as a trunk show for some of the most exclusive brands in the world. Yet this young woman had no job, she had no trust fund, and no means of support except her parents. The only way that she could live such an extravagant lifestyle is because her parents paid for it. They did it reluctantly, but they still did it. In their defense, their explanation was that they, frankly, in their words, their own words, felt guilty because they had spent so much time away from this young woman when she was growing up. They were so focused on building their business that they felt as though they had missed out on her childhood and her development. To compensate for that, they lavished all kinds of gifts on her and really perpetuated her behavior. Again, this was about the parents' underlying anxiousness and tension. It was not about the capability of the young woman. It's important for me to remind you at this juncture that what we're talking about here are natural patterns that evolve. as a way of coping with some underlying tension or discomfort. There's no shame, no blame, no judgment. This is just a fact of life that requires some very intentional focus in order to interrupt these patterns because we are doing this kind of behavior without even being aware of it. So, the invitation today is to put on your observer hat again. That's the real focus of this entire exercise, is to help you gain greater awareness of your own behavior. Because once you gain the awareness, you can then take action to do something differently. So the invitation for today is to reflect on, where are you taking on more responsibility than is yours, or where are you not taking on responsibility and allowing others to do for you when you could do for yourself? If this type of inquiry is of interest to you, I invite you to join me on January 15th, where I'm going to go deeper on the subject of triangles. That was the first pattern that we discussed yesterday. You'll find information in the description box below about how you can register for the January 15th session. In the meantime, Happy New Year. And again, reflect on, where are you taking on more responsibility than is yours to take? Or where are you not taking responsibility and allowing others to do for you when you could do for yourself? See you tomorrow.